he was in Transformers, right?
He was in Transformers.
He was in Transformers.
Okay, see, I don't know movie stars by their names. I just know them by their faces.
He was in the show called Las Vegas
Robert,
for a
that's
long
what you said?
time. You know the TV show Las Vegas. He was on All My Children. He's hot. He's hot.
Let me look him up.
He's hot.
Bottom line. Let's go to the bottom line. Top. He is hot.
Listen.
Okay,
Matt walks
Kimpton,
in.
are you okay this morning?
Matt walks in, Bob.
I'm okay.
And he sits down and he goes, I just met Josh Duhamel in the
I hadn't even
room.
met him. I just saw him.
Or I just saw Josh
I saw
Duhamel
him,
in
and
the
he's like 8
and
feet
he's
tall.
he's 8 feet tall. Yeah. He's 6 tall. He's like 6'5" or 6. Oh, so now Kim's like, oh.
Why didn't you tell me it was that guy from Transformers? No, just kidding.
He is also married to Fergie, by the way.
Oh, darn.
Is that Fergie?
Yeah,
That Fergie.
that Fergie.
Oh.
From
Well, now,
not Fergie, English Fergie.
right, see? Now we have people from...
The other Fergie.
We have an international...
Black Eyed Peas Fergie.
Married
Clarify
to
which Fergie.
Black Eyed Peas Fergie.
So Fergie as opposed to Sarah Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fergie with the humps.
Yes.
New Fergie, not old
Where was
Fergie.
the hump? These are my.
You mean the prettier Fergie?
Okay, don't laugh, but I used to get them mixed up.
I don't know how it goes.
Well, it's okay.
Big girls. That's her. Don't cry. No, that's not her. I digress. Listen. Hang on. Before I say anything or do anything more, hold that thought, Matt Atchity. Hold that thought.
I didn't do anything.
I know, but I want you to hold that thought.
But you say that
Actually, I have
every
a question
time,
for Matt when you finished your thought, Maria.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Slow here, but that's it. Thank you, Bob. Come in. Bring it.
Deal with some feeling.
Okay, we're gonna get flagged. Because we're playing copyright. Okay, so listen, really quickly. I just want to say, welcome to Matt Atchity. We love you, Matt Atchity.
Wow, very nice.
Very high tech. Anywho, Matt Atchity, we live for the moment. We live for Fridays because we look forward to seeing you each Friday.
And I missed you last week.
I know.
How's your knee
Had
doing?
my knee surgery. That's what's left of it.
Oh, nice.
It's not so bad, right?
not so
It's
bad.
still a little swollen, but it's getting better,
Good.
and I can walk around without, being in tears. I have
That's
something in
good.
common with Josh Duhamel. He had knee surgery 2 months
You guys
ago.
are both wearing skirts?
He had no. That's later. That's for tonight. No, he had his meniscus repaired 2 months ago, so we have something in common. So we're gonna talk
if he's wearing skirts, that's a different sort of transformer, isn't it?
Yeah.
They call them kilts.
True.
Matt. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so listen, I want to make sure we get all of our stuff in with Matt today because we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I don't think there are too many good movies coming out, right?
Well, Killing Them Softly is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's this gangster movie with Brad Pitt.
Oh, this is the Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah,
okay.
it's this
all right.
nasty, ugly little film, and I mean that in a great way. Yeah,
We like
I liked it
nasty in a
lot.
good way.
It's got really good dialogue. It's got these great little scenes between these gangsters talking to each other. It doesn't quite gel together, I think, as a whole movie.
Is he a gangster?
Yes,
Brad
everybody
Pitt?
in it.
Oh,
is
everyone's a
pretty
gangster.
much. But it's Brad Pitt, James Gandolfini, Richard Jenkins, Ray Liotta. I really liked it.
Oh my gosh, I think I have a weather hit here. You know what? You can continue, right?
I will.
You know how to do this.
Yes, we've done this before.
Okay, I'll be right back. Bob, if you want to jump in, you always jump in.
I hear men on the radio all the time, so you're an expert.
Oh my gosh, Bob is around? Where is Bob?
Bobby's frightened to come on camera. Look, he won't do it without backup.
Scaredy cat, scaredy cat. Oh, there he is. Oh, and then he runs. See? Tell you about people.
You interrupted Matt here.
Oh, no, it's okay. What opened last
Sorry,
week?
Matt.
No, that's okay. All the movies that opened last week got killed at the box office. Did we talk about Life of Pi 2 weeks ago?
No.
Life
I
of
I
Pi-
don't remember. I heard.
I saw
the
the trailer for Life of Pi when I went to see Skyfall this week, and I was disappointed.
In the trailer?
I was disappointed in the trailer because it has nothing to do with maths.
Right. It is not. I will tell you that does come up why he's named Pi, and it does have to do with maths.
It does have to do.
That's okay then.
The
okay.
infinite whatever. Like really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, no, because the book. I mean, I guess this happens in the book. His actual name is Piscine something. I can't remember his last name. He's named after a swimming pool. And so all the kids tease him because they say pissing instead of piscine. So he decides, like on the first day,
he changes his name to Pi.
Well, what he does is he actually memorizes like hundreds of digits of pi.
Oh.
And he starts to, and so the name sticks. So they all just call him Pi.
Is it good? Did you see it?
I liked it. It's a little slow, but it's beautiful.
I always hesitate when you. I like it when there's a slight hesitation.
Yeah, right.
I like it. It's that wasn't like it. I liked it, or I liked it. That's what that was.
It's a decent movie. I'm glad I saw it. I wouldn't say that it's something that I would definitely sit through again.
Oh wow.
But I'll say this: I have to see so many movies. The bar for me to want to see something again is extremely high.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's a beautiful movie. It's worth seeing on the big screen. It gets a little slow in places. But I think that if you're interested and if you like the book, you're going to like this adaptation. I saw Zero Dark 30 last night, which is awesome.
Zero Dark 30. Refresh my memory.
That's the one with the Catherine Bigelow movie, the one about the hunt for an assassination of Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
It's really good. It's a really powerful movie. I saw that. I saw. We're going to see The Hobbit on Monday.
The Hobbit.
Oh, now that's one I would definitely get on board with.
Yeah, I got to tell you,
I don't talk about certain movies, but that one.
I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous about that one.
Yeah, it's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, and they've dragged it out to 3 films.
Yeah.
That
is
I think that's
another 3 films.
I'm not sure how that's going to work.
I think that's fatal.
Over 3 films,
right? Like,
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you can drag that.
I mean, look, I'm very hopeful. I love those books.
Yep.
I really love, as I've said on these hangouts before, I'm totally okay with the changes. I'm not such a purist that I think you can't change any of the stuff. I think Peter Jackson captured the spirit of those books very well. He did some brilliant adaptations. The changes that he made, I think, worked great. I totally love those movies. And I'm probably too cynical, but as I look at what's going on with The Hobbit and how it's been dragged out to 3 films, I'm just nervous.
I'm just wondering whether, I mean, I haven't heard any rumors about this, but I'm just wondering whether he's started to bring in some of the life of Tom Bombadil into The Hobbit as well.
I think that what they've done is I think that we are going to get a lot of the if I remember correctly, I don't remember who they cast, but I do believe that we are getting the Bjorn character.
Okay.
I don't think we're getting Tom Bombadil, but what we're going to get is a lot of story of what Gandalf was doing when he leaves the party, right? Because he disappears for a while. But my understanding from all the signs I've seen is that, depending on how much you know that story, by the end of the first film, they at least have to get taken in by the elves, I think, because...
I'd hope so. Otherwise, that's going to be pretty...
Because they've cast a bunch, and I've seen, like, the toy designs. Like, the Elven King shows up, and Legolas shows up, who turns out is a son of the Elven King, and Evangeline Lilly is playing an elf. So they at least get in the Wood Elves' castle, which is really far into that story. So it makes me think, like, how do you then turn the last half of that story into 2 movies?
And basically, it was milking it for what they could, wasn't it? I mean, Lord of the Rings, obviously, it's 3 books. It worked fine as 3 movies, but to take 1 book and then stretch it out again to try and cash in, I'm sure that's all it was about. They knew that people would pay to see 3. Yeah,
from what I understand, they're actually stretching parts of the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I mean, look, like if they manage to do everything good that they've done with the original
Hi, Jimmy.
series, I think with Lord of the Rings, I think it'll be great. I'm very hopeful. And honestly, like I'll have a report for you guys next week because I'm going on Monday. So
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to book my tickets for the opening evening, so it should be fun. That should be fun.
very nice.
When does it open there officially?
December 13th.
Okay. All right. So a couple more weeks. So yeah, we definitely need your input then. Okay. Who else do you have? The collection. Ooh,
The collection,
That's not a good number.
But in context, it's pretty good. Now, this is written and directed by the guys who've done the last 4 or 5 Saw movies, so it's that kind of
Oh,
film.
got it. This is a Tony McEwing movie. Got it.
Yeah.
Audience rating. Okay, got it.
44% for those guys. That's their highest score. So we actually had them on our radio show yesterday. They were super cool.
Oh.
And their argument was like, read all the reviews, and if the reviews say, it's 2 hours of, torture and slasher, the director says, Marcus Stenson says, you should take that as a recommendation. We're like, okay.
Okay.
But those guys were fun. On our radio show yesterday, we had Malcolm McDowell on. He was awesome.
Great.
He was
What a
so
good get.
Cool.
He was
Wow. How is he as a guest? Like, is he
He's a little
quirky?
scary.
Really?
Well, because he's kind of a loose
Is he
cannon.
eccentric
Like you
and-
don't know what he's gonna do.
Did he do anything crazy? Say anything crazy?
Not particularly crazy, but I got to tell you, I was really nervous about him coming in.
Really?
Well, yeah, because like he only ever plays villains, or
I know.
90% of the time he plays some kind of like psycho killer. And I'm
Psycho.
like,
But
Exactly.
he's a really nice guy, right?
he was very sweet. But he was very nice. But he was a little edgy, like, and not that like we were. He's one of those guys that you get in a situation like this, or you get on a radio show and you're interviewing him, and really it's like God only knows what he's gonna say. Like he was very fun.
What's he working on right now?
We talked to him because he's got a remake of Silent Night out this week.
He's from Leeds, England.
Yeah, he was very funny though. He told us some very funny stories. He told this great story about working with. It's kind of an R-rated story. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but it's a very funny story about working with Sir John Gielgud on Caligula.
Have you guys seen Caligula?
I've seen it.
It got scandalized. You're like, oh, Caligula.
What is that?
I was in high school when I saw Caligula. I was like, oh my god!
Oh, people make movies like that?
I was going, what the heck?
Yeah, same here. I saw it way back when myself. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. I was like,
I'm
these are
kind
the
of
funny
regular
thing
actors.
That's what it's
that's-
about.
That's what's funny is that like you've got Dame Helen Mirren in that.
I know.
Sir John.
Oh, it's one of those.
They have all
like,
these.
a little bit R-rated.
Did you ask him if he
Oh, it's
regretted?
beyond
Oh,
R-rated.
it's the X-rated.
Yeah.
It's
So,
Oh, I need the name
those
of the
people that
movie
aren't
now.
familiar with Caligula.
Hampton.
It's this movie about.
With Helen Merriam.
It's
Yeah,
it's the story about this kind of crazy Roman emperor who was legendary for how depraved he was. And it started out and all of the regular actors.
Oh, that's
All of the guys like Gielgud and Helen Mirren and Malcolm McDowell. Like all of their scenes are like relatively straight movie scenes.
Yes.
But then the movie was kind of taken over, and it was originally produced by Bob Guccione, who was the publisher of Penthouse, and they shot all these extra porno scenes that they then cut into the movie. Like some of that stuff happened while they were
DVD
doing
bonus.
stuff,
But
they did they went and reshot a bunch of really like graphically
There
porno
was
scenes.
one
And-
where I thought it was Helen Mirren. I can't remember. But there was a woman in the middle of like the circle of.
Maria is going
Oh, and-
somewhere.
Let's say she was getting moisturized.
Would we have ever guessed that, Maria? That what just came out of Maria's mouth?
That was such a nice way of putting that.
I don't know how she actually talks when she's not on air.
Sailors come running out of the room.
I just remember this movie. I worked in a video store, and I was like, wow. Anyway, okay, we just totally plugged video rentals for Caligula again. Okay, anywho, we digress once again because I'm watching Josh Duhamel on the air. Look at him. Wow. Josh Duhamel's going to be here in a few minutes, you guys, 10 minutes. So let's definitely get our fill of Matt before he leaves. This tall drink of water.
So killing them softly, Matt, have you talked about it? Is it any good with Brad Pitt?
I liked it. Yeah,
we
it's
talked about it,
78% certified fresh. I liked it. It is violent and kind of grim, but I like it. There's an actor in it. It's these 2-bit hoods that knock over a poker game, and one of the guys is played by this. There's a bunch of great guys in it, like Brad Pitt and Richard Jenkins and James Gandolfini and Ray Liotta. One of the guys.
The trailers looked good. Yeah.
One of the guys who plays one of the younger gangsters who knocks over this poker game is an actor by the name of Scoot McNairy. And I'm telling everybody now to watch out for this guy because he's done some really great work. He's in Argo. He's in a movie called Promised Land, which is coming up in the next couple of weeks, which I saw the other night. And in each one of these movies, he does something different. And it took me till halfway through Promised Land the other night. I was like, oh my God, I just saw that guy. Like, that's the same guy I saw. He seems to be this really versatile actor and kind of disappears into roles. And I think he's somebody that we're going to see a lot of great work out of coming up. So,
cool.
Yeah.
It looks interesting, so.
Yeah, the trailer. I saw the trailer. I was fascinated.
Do you think Ray Liotta's just stuck doing gangster movies for the rest of his career now?
Well, we certainly don't want to see him do another Dungeon Siege movie.
That would be sad if he does continue with gangster movies because I remember him in Karina.
I love that movie.
Oh, I have it on VHS.
I love that movie.
Karina?
He plays this ad man. He's this ad guy in the 50s, I believe it is, late 50s or 60s, whose wife has passed away. Karina.
No, his name.
Oh, Ray Liotta.
Oh.
And he's a single father because his wife's passed away, and his daughter. I can't remember the name of the actress that played his daughter, but she was in Napoleon Dynamite.
I don't see that.
And he brings in this housekeeper played by Whoopi Goldberg.
I remember this now.
And they kind of start to fall for each other, and it's this really sweet, really great little movie. Yeah, I like that movie a lot. I wish that more people had seen that. I wish that CORR.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Karina. Oh, okay. I'm starting to sing the song. Sorry.
Ray Liotta. He's good. I've seen him recently.
That's where I fell in love with his acting. From the
Tina Majorino is her name, who plays the daughter. Yeah, that movie's really great.
Okay, now you have one other movie that is on your list. That is
Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning.
Did they really need to make that?
All right, anyone want to guess how many of these Universal Soldier movies there have been?
Too many.
5.
One. It's
Who said 5?
5. That was
Justin.
Any other guesses?
7, including the new one.
7?
There have been 7.
7.
Wow.
7.
To be honest, it wouldn't have surprised me if you'd said 25.
Well, that's funny. It sure has to be
But I'm sure this new one is only the 3rd one in the cinema, though.
Yeah, they're straight to video. Like 6 of them are straight to video.
The first one came out, and then a couple sequels came out relatively close to the first one that were supposed to start a TV series, and nobody picked up the TV series, and they got recut into movies. And so there's those 2, and Van Damme is not in them. And so then another one came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme that basically ignored the first 2 sequels.
Okay.
So then after the one with Van Damme, then they did another one that Van Damme comes back for his 3rd one, and it brings back Dolph Lundgren.
I love how complicated that
remember the first... how he gets it in the first one, like, how do you bring him back after going in the thresher machine? And then, so this new one, they're both back.
The way you were describing that sounded like the intro to the program Soap. It just sounded so convoluted.
Yeah, it is. It's very soapy.
And you have to remember all those, Matt.
So what's the rating?
58% actually, surprisingly.
Wow.
56 now. I mean, that's almost fresh.
56 is dropping as Matt speaks.
Actual number where it becomes fresh.
60.
Oh, 60.
Yeah.
It has to be 60.
Has to get to 60.
Francis, you're here just in time. Josh Duhamel is going to be here any second.
It's time for some lip gloss.
Matt.
Yes.
Can I ask you about a movie?
Sure.
Oh, Maria, by the way, Gracie is watching online, but she cannot be here because she's sick, but she's watching online.
Oh,
Gracie.
Feel better, Gracie.
Feel better. Oh, poor Gracie.
Feel better, Gracie.
Matt, the question that I really want to ask you is, what are your thoughts about this new Revolution movie? I think it's a little bit too much, don't you think?
Which one?
The new Revolution movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No. Oh, you mean Les Mis?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Les Mis is good.
The one that they went out on electricity and technology, and they get too crazy. Like, they kill each other.
Well, that's not Les Mis.
That's definitely not Les Mis.
Well, they did kill each other, but yeah.
That would be awesome.
Organized.
I haven't seen that yet, so. They're doing a remote back here, so I can't be too loud. And where'd Maria run off to? I think she had to go do a hit. I'm in charge now. I'm going to run this thing to the ground.
It's the Matt show.
Exactly.
Hey, Matt, I have a question.
Yes.
Ray Liotta actually resembles like a younger Larry Hagman. If they were going to do like a life story on him, sort of Larry Hagman, or bring back Dallas or something, I think if he did something with his skin or whatever, I think he'd make a good Larry Hagman. Around the eyes, yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, the one along those lines, the thing that I could never believe that no one ever managed to do is I always thought that you needed to cast Harrison Ford and Dennis Quaid in something as brothers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they have the exact same grin. Like, they get that grin, and it's like they look exactly alike.
Yeah. You know, earlier on you were talking about Brad Pitt, and the film that I absolutely loved was Spy Game. And I always thought Brad Pitt and Robert Redford looked quite similar to each other, and then they were suddenly in the same movie. And
also,
you could see this.
That's his dad.
But that was also A River Runs Through It, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Spy Game was fantastic.
I like Spy Game. That was a good movie. That was a good one. We'll talk next week because I haven't seen The Hobbit yet, but stuff that you should definitely look forward to is Zero Dark 30, which I thought was really good. And what else? If nobody saw Rise of the Guardians, I actually would recommend that.
I'm hoping to take my kid to watch that one.
How old is your kid?
7.
That's probably okay. Yeah, it gets a little dark. Like, I wouldn't take 4 or 5-year-olds, but a little bit older, I think you'd be fine.
Okay,
I'm going to see that with my wife. I don't care if I don't need to take the kid with me.
How about Les Mis? Quickly, Les Mis.
I'm going to see that next week, so I'll let you know.
Next week? Okay, yeah, tell us. Les Mis.
Good to see you.
It should be fun.
Have a great weekend.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
Josh Duhamel's here.
Oh.
Yeah, just before he joins, is Lana going to make it?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you, man.
Oh, he is tall.
Big fan of your work.
Well, thank you very much. I'm a fan of your work.
Oh, thank you.
So is that your invention, the red tomato?
I wish.
The red tomato.
No, I've been running it for like 5 years.
Oh, you run it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the big
somebody
kahuna.
else came up with it, but
Okay.
Hey, Maria, I love the Austin Powers dress.
It's about the most accurate, you know.
Well, you know, it's what the
Taking
critics say.
into
I mean,
account,
I'm a big one for saying, like, look, you want to go see a movie, go see that movie.
Right.
Just at least know what you're getting into.
Right.
So what I tell them all the time.
Mhm.
But I
We're
want you to
talking about-
start reviewing television shows too, because I think
I do too. We're working on
RottenTomatoes.com. Yeah.
Hey.
So we're live now, just so you know.
Oh, we are? Okay. All right. Hey, nice to meet you. Take care.
I mean, I didn't want you to stop your conversation.
No,
That's
she's
all.
so rude.
And Maria, this is Monica with Red Cross as well.
Monica, hi. Nice to meet you. Monica is here with the Red Cross. There she is. Julie is, I think, doing an intro. No, maybe not. This is a really casual behind-the-scenes look at what we do here in the newsroom. So very informal. There's a bunch of guys here and girls hanging out from all over the world.
Okay. Hi, everybody all over
So
the
let me
world.
introduce you really quickly. Hey, you guys, it's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles. And look who's joining me. Josh Duhamel. We're a big fan of his, as you know, as well as your work.
Oh, thank you very much.
And your wife. We
Yes.
play her songs all the time. If you guys don't know, Josh is married to Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. And Josh has been in the Transformers, Las Vegas. Oh, my goodness. These are the guys that are hanging out with us today. This is Renzo. He is in Venezuela.
Hi, Renzo.
Patty is in Missouri.
Missouri, okay.
We've got. I'm sorry. No, where are we? Where are we? Did I get that wrong, Patty?
Reno.
Reno.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Reno. We have
Reno.
Melissa, who is also in Reno.
Okay.
We have Matt, who is here in Anaheim.
Hello, Matt.
Kempton.
You were smart enough to travel all the way over here today.
He's right down the street, yeah.
Yeah.
We have Kempton, who is in Calgary, Canada.
Hi, Josh.
We
Hi,
have
Kempton.
Justin, who is in England. He's in Brighton.
Hello.
We have Jimmy, who is here in Koreatown. And Ayub is in Leicester. He's in England as well, the UK.
Okay.
And we have some people watching on air. Thanks, you guys, for watching. I know, Gracie, you're watching. You wanted to be here. I know you're a big fan of Josh's, but I hope you feel better. And if you have a question for Josh, just tag me or anyone in the Hangout. We will get that to him. Okay, you guys? Let me pull that up. Okay, perfect. So, Josh
This is so cool that you can actually do this.
Isn't it neat that we
So
get
you've
to...
got a whole
We get to
video
hang out.
conference going on.
We get to hang out with all these people from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Duhamel. I have my little toys here as well. Now, Josh is here to talk about something really that's important to you, right? This is the Red Cross Repair.
Yes, it started a couple years ago with Haiti. When Haiti was hit by the earthquake, we like a lot of people, I wanted to do something, and so I went to the Red Cross, asked them if there's anything that we could do together, and we came up with this idea to do a youth run, which gave the youth of Los Angeles a voice. Even if they couldn't donate money, they at least could contribute in some way physically. And so that's how it all started. Then we did it again when Japan was hit last year. And then this year is to prepare Southern California in the event of any kind of a disaster or anything. Or
and you know it's coming, though. We talk about this all the time about earthquake preparedness.
So
but it's coming.
We've got earthquakes, tsunamis, fires, and if you look at that one.
Yeah, I love the shirt. I saw that on the show. It's great.
Extraterrestrial.
I wish I could take
something.
credit for that. Alien attacks. I guess when they say prepare for anything, they mean it.
Yeah, no, but it's a good idea. And this is happening when?
This is happening this Saturday.
This Saturday.
No, I mean this Sunday. Sorry, this Sunday, 9 o'clock registration.
He got it right.
On the beach. On the beach. My days are confused. On the beach in Santa Monica at Lot 5.
If you're watching and you're here in SoCal, come down and join. It might be a little showery. But
Is it supposed to rain?
Just periods of light rain.
Okay.
Yep, through Monday, actually.
Okay.
So just be prepared for that.
All right.
Just a little bit of sprinkle.
Rain or shine, we're going to do it.
Rain or shine. I know you guys have questions for Josh, so if you have one, just get my attention and we'll go quickly. Of course, we're going to go to Kim Beasley first.
I don't know why you come to me first. I am a very, very, very big Transformer fan, and I am looking forward to another Transformer movie. Am I going to be overwhelmed by all the things that's going to be included, or is it something that's along the same lines as what we've seen?
I don't know. I'm not currently. I'm not really involved in this next one as of yet. They're sort of rebooting the whole franchise, which, hey, I'm fine. I mean, I was very fortunate to be part of the first three, and I wish them the best of luck. So I can't really tell you. I can call Michael and see if he can give me some, insider secrets if you want.
Call him right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's on.
Tears.
Yes. Okay, Jimmy, yes, what's your question, Jimmy?
Well, first of all, I want to wish Josh a belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
When was your birthday?
The 14th.
Happy belated. Aw.
And I wanted to know, I'm also a huge Transformers fan, way back to the animated series, the animated movie, the original animated movie. And I wanted to know what you thought of what's his name? The Bourne guy, Matt Damon taking over for Shia LaBeouf.
No, it's Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, yes. Mark Wahlberg's taking over and is supposed to be the star of the next movie. What do you think of that transition?
I think he's going to be great. I mean, he's proven to be great in these kinds of movies, and it made a lot of sense to me when I heard it.
Because he works comedically and he works because I saw him in other guys. He was phenomenal.
He's
Justin, go ahead. Justin, what's your question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what it was like playing a character like.
That's hilarious, Justin. You were asking a question, and right when you said, "What's it like to play a character like?" and then
muted.
I didn't hear the character.
Sorry, Dorian Gray. You were playing Dorian Gray. What a character to portray, and I wondered how you went about doing that.
Wow, that's a blast from the past. That was my very first job ever.
Oh, ever?
Yeah, and
Whoa.
so I don't know if you've seen the movie.
I've seen it.
I wouldn't recommend it because there was a lot of work that went into that at the time, and it was my very but I'll say this that Oscar Wilde and The Picture of Dorian Gray. It's a brilliant story, and I think
incredible story.
I think it's relevant even to this day. With all the
Julie Chang.
It's a great character to get your teeth into, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. And it was a real challenge for my first opportunity in the business. So yeah, it was.
They took us. Okay. They take that camera sometimes. The people that we're talking to.
I'm getting it from all over the place here. I'm a little bit distracted. I'm sorry.
It's okay. This is how
I'm easily distracted.
So am I. Especially by you. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yes.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, Julie's distracted as well.
I just tweeted a really cute picture of Josh and I.
Oh, you did?
I don't think you've ever taken a bad picture in your life.
Oh, stop.
So if I could get a retweet.
Okay. Oh.
I know the pronunciation is Dumel, but it's like Josh Duhamel.
That's right.
Wait a minute. How do you pronounce your name?
Dumel.
It's Jamel,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
It's supposed to be Duhamel. I think if for anybody from Canada, I think there's somebody here from Canada.
Yes, Captain.
Kempton. I think it's supposed to be Duhamel, but we've always said Dumel.
Captain, do you have a question, right?
Yes, Josh. Follow up on that. So, do you find being so handsome affect the way that you play roles and whatnot?
Hair and makeup. Huh?
Yeah, does that get in the way of getting certain roles? Like you're too
tall.
Is
that what the question was?
Yeah,
that was the question. And how young did you start wanting to act, or was it an adult thing after college?
That's a good question. When did you know? When did you get the bug?
What is his?
I grew up in North Dakota, which isn't
You
exactly
did?
the mecca for the entertainment industry. So it was something that I think I always dreamt about doing.
Minot.
Minot, yes.
I remember that.
And so I think that I didn't really take it seriously until
I have
I
relatives
got
from
older.
Minot, but yeah, go ahead.
And it was it was just a matter of getting the courage to actually go after it. But it's something I felt like I could do. It was just a matter of whether or not I.
Just for the record, you are 6'5"?
6'3".
6'3".
Yeah.
You seem really tall. We've seen actors. You're tall. Does that ever get in the way? Do you have to? Your co-stars have to step on apple boxes?
Yeah, from time to time. Usually, because I'm usually quite a bit taller than the girls I'm against.
Yes,
so,
and a lot of the other guys.
They have, or guys.
Yeah.
But they have these little things called apple boxes that you stand on, and all of a sudden, miraculously, you're just as tall as the person.
It works out okay. Patty, I know you have a question.
I just want to say hi, Josh. We've met before. I'm friends with Sarah and Jeff Carew.
Oh, you are? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You're in
we were
Reno.
at their wedding, and we went skiing one time before they got married, I think it was.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
Patty got a little connection.
So good to see you. Love watching you, and love to see all your success.
So the Carews moved back to Wisconsin. You
You bet. I only hear from Sarah every once in a while. I saw her over the summer at the Reno Rodeo when they came out to visit.
Okay. Yeah.
So the kids are getting big.
Jeff's a big Packers fan. I'm a big Vikings fan, so we don't always get along during football season.
Okay, Renzo, I know you have a question. Go ahead.
Hey Josh, it's really nice to meet you, man. I'm a huge fan. You're a really great actor, and like I really wanted you to give me some tips like how to be you, because obviously Maria has a crush on you, and all the girls there in the room they have a crush. So I want Maria to hit on me as well. So how
do you do that?
Okay, Renzo. All right.
She will. All you got to do is be here. You're in. Where are you? You're in Venezuela.
She's in Venezuela.
Well,
yes, you got to move.
I guess these days you hit on somebody from across the world.
Of course you. Yeah.
Just go on Google Plus.
That's you do a Google Plus Hangout
Yeah,
right here.
right.
Okay, so listen, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with Josh. Josh has the event coming up this Sunday. It's the Red Cross Youth Run. So if you have any friends and family, send them over on Sunday out there to Santa Monica and Malibu, right?
In Santa Monica, in Santa Monica Beach.
Santa Monica Beach.
Yeah. Go to joshyouithrun.com.
And what can we see you in next? What's the next project?
Short running shorts, Saturday.
Ooh, really short. Yes. No.
No. Safe Haven comes out in February, and a couple other ones that I'm not sure when they come out yet.
Okay. And how's the knee doing? Because
it's doing. Oh, we both did arthroscopic knee surgery.
Josh had his meniscus repaired 2 months ago. I had mine repaired last Monday, and so it's feeling fine now. It's still got those 2 little knots you were saying, right? And how long did you do physical therapy for?
I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it? I have like this. I just made my appointments for next week, and I have this image in my mind that I'm only going to do it for 2 weeks.
Well,
That's
you
so
can.
wrong?
I mean, that'll help. You should probably go for a month or so, maybe a little longer.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
How fascinating is this?
Sorry.
It is. Actually, very fascinating.
For weeks. So, but anyway, good luck with the run. Short shorts for Josh this weekend.
And congratulations, Josh.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute.
Can we get a photo?
Please sit down for 1 second. What is wrong? I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah. We know why.
Yeah, we all know why.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you, guys.
All right, bye, everybody.
Thank
Great
you.
hanging out. Thank you.
So
Bye-bye.
Take care, Josh.
Bye. This is the new thing. Yeah, it's really.
Is this where they do the Fox
You know
News
what?
at night?
This
Renzo,
No.
how can I
Maria.
be you?
Maria, forget about us.
Yeah, Renzo is the smooth criminal of the group.
Yep.
Man.
The smooth guy.
Brilliant.
Smooth operator.
Shorter than our police officer.
Yeah, he's actually.
Oh, look at that. Look, he's standing fast.
Oh, yeah.
Still can't see his head in the shot.
Yeah. I was going to make a comment. So, Josh, you're never going to work with Tom Cruise, I bet.
Actually, when Renzo asked, when Renzo said, "How can I be you?" he should have said, "Buy some stilts."
I will.
That's just evil.
I guess Sylvester Stallone's out of the running too, huh?
That is huge.
Yes, Sly Stallone's out of the running too.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Hey, Maria, I saw you tip your toe.
He's totally cute.
Yeah.
So, my hair, the hair, Bobby D.
Well,
I should be doing that to you.
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to Lana because, well, yeah, Lana.
Oh yeah, Lana.
Yeah. Okay, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
He's a really nice guy. He's from North Dakota. Look at that guy's head. Did you see his head?
Oh, is this the magician that got set on fire?
No, he's the guy. Okay, that's Vino.
From X Factor.
Yeah, Vino Allen. His entire head is tattooed. I thought it was a beanie hat. I thought it was a cap, but that's a tattoo.
Well, he had a cap on. He just took it off.
Oh, okay. X Factor, right?
And
Okay.
I think it's pronounced Vino Allen. So just in case when he comes out, just make sure.
Oh, thank you, Vino Allen. Thank you, Johnny.
No problem.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Josh is probably quite relieved that we asked him questions about himself and didn't end up just asking loads about his wife.
I know we would have done that, right? Okay, so Paige Thomas and Vino Allen. It's coming up right now from the X Factor.
Do you have links to them? Yeah, sorry, I
I'm so
don't.
sorry, you guys. I've just been so stacked.
No, I think Josh put you off slightly, Maria.
Maria, isn't he just the nicest guy though too? He's super nice in person. He has no ego or anything.
Yeah, that's so.
No, he
cool.
seems a nice guy.
I love you so much. This is. Come here and say hello.
No, I think I've always said hi to him
Have you said
before.
hello?
Yeah, I've said
Andrew,
hi to all of them.
You can say hi again.
Andrew is our wonderful, wonderful
Yeah, I already said hi.
producer for
Hi, Andrew.
weather,
how's it
traffic,
going?
desk. He does everything.
Everything.
And
It's
Andrew got
And
me
he even brings you the drinks. Look at that.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't. No, he
Delivery
asks me
service.
when he goes, and I just love it that he asks. me.
I'm that
Thank you.
nice of a person.
You're so nice. You're the nicest person
I try
in
to
this
be.
building. No, I'm not even kidding. You are.
Appreciate it.
You
All right,
are
have fun.
the best.
See ya.
By the way, Maria, I'm digging the Austin Powers look today.
All I need are my go-go boots, right?
Yeah.
Ayub, you talking too much today. You're like, I can't even like stand it. You talk
Me?
way too much. Yes.
Seriously? I'm just waiting for Lana.
He's
That's
storing it up. He's storing
I'm
it all
just
up.
waiting for Lana. I just.
The X Factor. Yes,
Huge
they're
fan.
coming in right now. Okay, let me get another chair. Thank you. I love your jacket.
She's brilliant, Lana.
And it's
Did you ever watch Miami Medical?
No, but I was watching Once Upon a Time, and she was absolutely brilliant in that.
Mm-hmm.
Pure evil.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna play an evil queen,
He's
play
so
it like
nice
that.
too. He's just a sweetheart.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no way I get impressed. She just had Josh D here. I don't know why.
Oh,
Be
I
complimenting
had to
Maria.
clear
I was
him
going
out.
to go,
I'm
oh,
like, come on,
behave.
Vino, Hi. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. How are you?
Very
up, bud?
well.
Thank you.
Come sit down. Come join me. You know, this is Bobby D. He's our intrepid anchor reporter here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, now this is our Google Plus Hangout, and if you guys know about it, here's our camera right up here. I want you to make sure that you guys are in. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. You guys are in the shot. This is our microphone. And this is where we get to hang out with, we're going to let it focus here. We're so fancy, right, with our little camera.
Yeah, right on.
We get to hang out with all these people from all over the world. Not only that, it's broadcast live to our YouTube channel. So
Awesome.
the whole
Alright.
world could be watching right now.
Sounds great.
Okay, so I want to definitely want to note your experience. It's not focusing. Okay, hang on.
My forecast for today is rain.
Good.
Right?
Right?
I have
You
a
have a
future.
100% chance of being correct today.
Except, you know, you got it
Oh,
covered. It's
you're
hard
so
to,
cute.
yeah, it's
Thank
hard to
you.
look away when you're on
Well,
the screen.
you are, let's see, this camera is just not focusing for me. I don't know why. Is it looking blurry to you guys?
Yeah.
A little bit, but
bit.
yeah,
Right?
it may correct itself.
Okay, I'm just waiting for it to correct itself. Let's see. In the meantime, I just want to
Can you
say,
scoot closer?
yeah, maybe. I just want to say welcome to Paige and Vino.
What up?
Hi.
Good day live, man.
My little applause track. Okay, so if you guys have a question for Vino or Paige, just get my attention and I'll get them to you, of course. But Vino and Paige recently on X Factor, and because you're here, I love the fact that you're here, but also there's another, you know, it means that you guys got obviously off the show now, but I have no doubt that you guys are going to go on to some amazing careers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear about your experience, but quickly let me introduce everybody in the Hangout. This is
What's up,
Ayub. He
everybody?
is in England.
Hey,
Jimmy
man.
is here in Koreatown.
What up, man?
Justin is also in UK.
Justin.
UK in the house.
Hampton is in Calgary, Canada.
Hi.
Yeah, up
Patty
north.
is in Reno.
All over.
And
What up?
Renzo, who stepped away, I don't know where.
Renzo's not there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's in Venezuela hanging out with us. But hello to you guys watching on air. Make sure you plus and comment, please, and share the link. Okay, cool. So, how are you guys feeling? Did you get any sleep last night? Have you been up?
Oh, you're gonna do the big question.
I think we both got an hour of sleep last night for lucky.
It's all right.
Yeah, you don't look it.
It's all right.
You don't.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You really don't. You really don't. Not at all. So, okay, we'll just jump into the questions because I know we're running out of time with you guys. But Jimmy, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I got to tell you, both of you guys sounded incredible. Vino, I love when you do your ballads, but if they'd have gotten you more into like a Soundgarden mode or something that really pulls from your voice or something that's more you, I think you'd have gone a lot farther. And Paige, you are absolutely amazing. You're beautiful. Your daughter is adorable. To be honest with you, we think, my wife and I, she's sitting right here, we think that maybe Cece should have already been, packed her bags. I don't want to, yeah. Unfortunately, across on the TV, her voice seems to over the TV seems to crack a little bit on her high notes, and she's not really coming across really well on TV. But I wish you guys the best. And do you guys, did they give you guys any kind of I don't want to say contract, but are you working on anything, or did he say that you're going to be working on anything soon?
Yeah, me, I have so much more to offer than what I've been able to showcase on the show. I've had some people reach out to me as far as modeling goes,
Great.
and acting as well. Eric Balfour from Haven said something, and I would totally love to be on that show. And I have a CD, and I'm just really excited because now I get to actually come out with no restrictions. I get to come out myself. I don't have people telling me that I can't have my dancers, or I can't wear a certain outfit, or I can't sing a certain song. No longer am I covering artist songs, but now I'm creating my own music and really truly expressing how I feel through my own music. So I have a lot of stuff to come, a lot of work to do, and I'm really excited. I really am.
What is coming up? Your plans?
Well, I mean, anytime you get this much exposure, it's going to open up, so many. And this is what I've done for a living for so long, and then created, albums and stuff. So that's what I meant last night when I said I had so much more to offer. I didn't get to play any instruments. Like my man Jimmy said there, I didn't really push my range on some of these songs.
Yeah. Well, Proud to Be an American was bananas, though. I got to tell you.
Bro. I see you as a judge in the third season, right? You got something going.
I should be.
I'd say more than amazing.
I'd say more than just amazing.
Thanks,
Justin, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I know you've only just found out that the show's over, but is it a relief that you're actually out? Because now you can concentrate on doing things properly, if you see what I mean, rather than competing.
Right,
you can concentrate 100%.
Wow.
Do you want to take this?
Yeah, because I've been letting her go first, but you touched the artist nerve, brother. It's like, I'm not going to say that the show, I mean, I wouldn't be talking to you, wouldn't be sitting here in Good Day LA without, the show. But me as an artist that, like I said, needed to play instruments, need to be available for the song. If you know art, you kind of have to be there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of regulations, a lot of, besides curfews and not be able to play acoustic guitar after 10:30. I'm already a tortured artist. You don't need to poke the bear.
After 8:30, that
10:30.
Contractually,
Still,
wow.
that's like might as well be 8:30 to a musician. But
You both have incredible voices, though.
What's that?
Both have incredible voices.
Oh,
Thank
thanks,
you.
yo. Thanks, man.
But
But yeah, it's definitely.
It was kind of like,
Well,
relief.
not instant. You don't go, oh, thank God, I'm
Right.
gone.
Yeah.
But once you start seeing, like, it's within an hour of getting off stage, that these things are happening. People are contacting you. Like, I mean, I've seen Kanye at Alicia Keys yesterday. We were already working with Underdogs. It's L.A. Reid, little guy named L.A. Reid too. You know what I'm saying? So
You can breathe again, yeah?
yeah, you know what I mean? Inspired. Yeah, I started whistling in the mansion for the first time. I was like, wow, I feel it. Yeah, it was very strange. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, Justin.
Gracie just joined us in the Hangout. Gracie's here in the Yucca
What up?
Valley.
What up, Gracie? Up in Cali.
Yes, right here. So, did I miss a question?
Yeah, can I have a quick one? So do you guys plan to go out and actually do shows, or are you going to make songs and distribute it through labels or through iTunes and stuff? Are you going to go out and sing to the people?
Absolutely. I kind of plan on doing a plethora of both. You know, what is putting out music if you're not going to actually go out and perform it for people in person? That's where, you know, I come to life as being on stage. Not to me, the hardest part is being in the studio and making it all come together, but where I actually really get to live and be free is on stage, and that's where, you know, you can never rehearse enough for that. Just stuff different. No matter how much I rehearse, it always comes out different, more passionate on stage, as no matter how much I rehearse. So
was it a difficult decision to go for X Factor, or did you just go, no, I'm going to do this? Was there
when I saw last season and the way it was set up for not just age range, but it was set up for what I thought, you know, was open for artists. It was kind of a no-brainer for me. The way that the machine has reshaped the way you get in the door. You know what I mean? So to me, it was like, this is my chance to get some, you know, higher level of recognition, exposure. Because what I did for a living and will continue to do is tour. I toured for the, you know, U.S. military. I toured from, you know, state to state doing clubs, you know. And so Kempton, definitely, I'm going to be coming your way soon. We'll have an album out, and you know, follow it, Vino Alon on Twitter and you know, Facebook, and we'll let you know what's up, man.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Hey, you guys, I don't have time for any other questions, but thanks so much for hanging out. We will definitely be on the lookout.
What up, Patty?
For Paige and Vino, and if you could take
Who's
a
my man
quick
over
photo.
here?
This is Ayub.
Ayub. Hey, bro. And
We'll be looking forward to hearing more.
This is Gracie.
We didn't get one. We didn't get one from her. Sorry. We'll still talk to y'all later, man. Mad love.
Okay. Will you take a quick photo before we go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, here's the camera right here. Okay. Cheese. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Nice talking to you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great seeing you guys.
Yeah, good luck with everything.
Oh,
Good
come
luck.
back
To
and
look
visit.
good next to you, my
Oh,
goodness.
stop it. No,
Killing
look
me.
at this one. I'm surprised you weren't modeling before. You
Keep
were,
up the
yes?
great
You
work.
have
A little
to.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I looked at you and
Oh, thank you so
Dog.
much. I appreciate it.
And your voice is amazing.
Great job. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Oh.
I'll be back with Stevie.
Oh, excellent. Oh, great.
Dream come true, right?
That is
Yeah. How you doing?
great.
You guys didn't have Beyonce coming, so I didn't get invited back.
Oh, because you on the travel with her.
I said live? Did I? I'm sorry.
Hi, Lana. Hi. How are you? Thank you. Come sit down, and then we're gonna hang out.
Wow.
These are the guys from X Factor.
Oh.
Okay, can we talk to you a little bit about the Hangout?
No.
Let me explain to you. This is our microphone here, and this is our camera, and basically we get to hang out with all these people from all over the world.
Oh.
And, yeah, they're here with us.
Hi.
Hanging out. There's a maximum of 9 other people here, and not only that, this is broadcast live on our YouTube channel, so the whole world.
That's awesome.
Anyone with access to YouTube could be watching YouTube. As you know.
This is so cool.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
You guys are going to explode with beauty. How you doing? I'm
Okay.
Pino.
I'm Lana. Nice
Yeah,
to
I know
meet you.
are. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Oops. Okay. So let me quickly introduce you to everybody here. Good morning. It's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles, and joining me now is Lana Perea. Did you say that right?
Yes, you
I
did.
Right? We had
Thank
a little
you.
conversation about that. But Lana is well, it's hard to recognize you like this because I've seen those images of you as the evil queen on Once Upon a Time, and I have these guys here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Little applause here from Francis.
Thank
Let me
you.
introduce you to everyone in the Hangout here this morning. We've got Patty, who is in Reno. We have Kim, who is in Kansas City, Missouri. We have Kempton, who is in
Hi,
Calgary,
Lana.
Canada. Justin is in Brighton. He's in the UK.
Hi.
Jimmy here in Koreatown.
Nice.
And Gracie Ann is in the Yucca Valley. And Ayub is also in England, in Leicester.
Hello.
Hi.
So thank you.
Hello, welcome.
Guys, and thank
Good
you
morning.
for those of you hanging out on air with us. Please plus and comment, okay, and share the link. Okay, thanks. Really appreciate it. So,
Thank you.
Lana, pure nasty evil. I think that's how you describe your character. So, So how is it? How are you doing? How are you enjoying the show? And
I am.
You love playing this kind of role.
I love playing this role. She's just so much fun. Challenging, but a lot of fun. The costumes, I think, when I'm playing the evil queen, take care of probably 60% of the performance. But it's a joy.
Yeah.
Truly, I'm really enjoying Regina and Storybrooke right now, the mayor.
Regina Mills?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of fun with her.
Ayub, I know you're a huge fan, so I'm going to give the floor to you.
Well, I'm actually, I really fell in love with your character in Miami Medical.
Wow.
It's one of the greatest
Miami
characters
Trauma.
I've seen. It was called Miami Medical over here. Yeah, I loved it completely. It was just a brilliant character.
They call it something else in England?
No, it was Miami Medical.
There was a show called Miami.
Oh, got it.
There was a
okay.
show called Miami Trauma. Oh no, it was supposed to be called Miami Trauma, and then they changed it.
Gotcha.
Yes. So I was just wondering, how did you feel when that got cancelled?
You know, in my experience, I've had so many shows get canceled that I can never take anything personally, of course. But, you know, it was sad because I really enjoyed working with the actors and the producers on that show. But as it stands, there's always something that lies ahead, and it afforded me to do Once Upon a Time. So I don't feel so bad about it.
Jimmy, you have a question?
Yes. Once Upon a Time is actually a very, very good show. I watched that. I watched Grimm. Like, I love the fairy tale type of shows. Once Upon a Time. Did it get picked up for another season? Like, how's that going?
We haven't officially gotten picked up for the third season yet, but fingers crossed we'll find out soon enough. The ratings are doing really, really well.
I think that's one of the ones that probably will be.
Yeah, I think we will get picked up.
Kim, did you have a question?
Oh, yes. Woo! Daniel joined us. Oh, I'm sorry. I am a big fan of Once Upon a Time and also 24 and also Miami Medical. And my question to you, what are some things that you have coming up in the near future that we should look out for?
Well, nothing at the moment, but we're gearing up for this hiatus, and we're hoping a movie will come my way, or maybe some theater. I'm always open to doing theater, and yeah, I miss the stage, so that's a possibility as well. You may have to take a trip to New York.
Do you sing as well?
I do-ish.
You do-ish?
I mean, I love to sing, and like many of us, I'm sure. But I'm actually working on my voice right now.
You have this deep, beautiful, resonant voice, that's just, I love it. It's making me very self-conscious about my voice, but it's so sexy. I love it. Kempton, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Lana, you're so hot, and in the show,
agreed.
And in the show, you're so evil. I just want to mention when Paulie, president of ABC, came to Banff this year, he put in a lot of time talking about the show. So that is good. But my question is this: I know you're in 24. How was your experience, like working in the show?
It was fantastic. I loved working on that show. Joel Surnow was a lot of fun, and Kiefer Sutherland was great. I wish I had more scenes with him, and I was stuck in CTU the whole time. But it was a blast, and I loved working with Roger Cross, who was actually up in Vancouver filming like 3 different shows. Wow. And I got to see him recently, and that was great. And I loved it. And Aisha Tyler, who I just simply adore. So it was a great experience.
Justin?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'll be quick. It's sort of a double part, really, because I had two. What was it like working with Robert Carlyle? Because he's an incredible guy, and also with Once Upon a Time, it's an awful lot of green screen work. What was that like?
Well, to answer your first question, I love working with Bobby. He is, I call him my creative soulmate, and we have a blast together. There's a level of trust and safety So I feel like we can really go anywhere with these two characters. And to answer your second question, the green stage has been, I love it. I've actually, in the beginning it was quite challenging, and I learned in the second episode of the first season, when you have really intimate scenes, like when the queen rips her father's heart out of his chest on a green stage,
intimate, yeah.
it's quite challenging, and you have to really use your imagination and create those walls around you because you're just in this big green fishbowl. But now I love it because it actually feels like theater, because it's this huge open space and you want to fill the room. And as the queen, I could take those chances and do that.
Diana, you have a question?
Yeah, I hope I'm coming through okay. I'm coming in for my next 7.
Good.
I am a huge fan of the show, and one of the things that I really like seeing is that in season 1, Regina was just pretty much pure evil, but in season 2, the more we progress, we're seeing a lot of redeeming qualities, and we're starting to really understand why she is the way that she is, as she tries to appeal to the boy that she raised, pretty much since childhood. I just wonder, how do you feel about that character arc? Because I think it's brilliant. The way that they're starting to show more qualities to Regina than they did in season 1.
I couldn't agree with you more. I absolutely love it. I find it extremely refreshing. I think on television shows, the characters do have to go to all different places emotionally. Otherwise, it becomes quite one tone, quite boring, if you're just playing one tone the whole time. And I love that she is on this road to redemption, and she's really getting honest with herself and with others. And I do miss that, I must admit, as an audience viewer, because I am a fan of the show as well. I do miss the queen, and I miss the evil sides, and I was watching it the other day because I got to see this Sunday's episode the other night, and I said, okay, enough with the vulnerability, enough with the redemption. Let's get back to the creating the chaos, and cross back over to the dark side and commit some evil doing. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
That always seems more fun to play.
Yeah.
Ayub, yes, go ahead.
Well, going back to what you were saying about stage work and working on stage, just thinking, if you were going to return to theatre, what would be the role that you'd want most?
I'd say Maggie from Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. That's something
classic.
that I've been thinking about. And one of my mentors, who I've been working with since I was 19 years old, really wants me to start focusing on that part. So that's something that we'll see. I think it's going to be really hard to put on stage, but it's something that I'm playing with. And there's another role that I'm forgetting in the moment, but I know. Why am I forgetting her name? Beautiful actress Ava Gardner played her. It's going to happen down the road. In 10 years, I'll be able to do it.
I was looking for somebody to know it. Did you always want to be an actress when you were younger? Was that your
dream?
Yeah. Your goal, your dream.
It was.
How old were you when you found out that this is what speaks to me?
Well, my mother says at 3 I was doing commercials, like for people, like family members. And then at 5, I think I had a pretty, some understanding of what acting was and that I wanted to do it. At 13, I started studying and reading plays, and I just really honed in on the craft and didn't pursue it professionally until I was in my 20s.
Okay, Jimmy, you have the Kempton question.
Yes, I have just 2 really quick questions. You're half Puerto Rican, and so am I, and you're also from New York. What side of your family is from Puerto Rico?
My father's side.
Yeah, same with mine. And also, you've done a ton of television and a ton of theater. What is your feeling on going into doing a theatrical and feature film?
I would love it if the right role came around and with the right people. I'd do it in a heartbeat. And we are looking for those roles. It's just a matter of time, and it's something will come my way.
No
Right.
doubt. No doubt.
Boricua.
Hey guys, thanks so much
Boricua.
for hanging out with Lana, and look out for the
This
next
is cool.
Once Upon a Time, and of course, perhaps on stage. We will see you very soon. Hopefully,
Hope so, yes.
you'll come back and visit us then.
Will do.
Will
Thank
you take a
you.
quick photo before we go, you guys? Okay, there's the camera right up there.
Wait, one more.
Chisu,
Well, thank you for having me. Take
Thanks,
care.
Lana.
Love you lots.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 That was really cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Thank you very
It
much.
was nice to meet you.
It was nice to
Right,
meet
is
you.
everybody okay?
Yeah,
I had
I'm
missed you
recovering.
today, so I feel
Yeah,
so
nobody
like-
turned into a frog or anything? We're all right, are we?
I'm happy. I'm happy.
I'm doing a Gracie Purple this morning.
I got it last Monday.
Well, I don't know. Patty looks a little bit froggish.
I'm
Froggish.
Dion,
Hey,
you
Dion.
have such intelligent questions.
He
Loved
really
it.
does.
Bye.
It's easy to do when I'm a huge fan of the show. I actually just caught up
God,
with Once Upon a Time.
where is Trev? I mean,
I
Yeah,
know.
beautiful Latina and
I know.
what's going on?
Exactly.
Dick, somebody need to check in with him.
Diano, it might be an intelligent question, man, but with your Nexus, we can see right up your nose, mate.
Oh, see what
No,
you
we don't
started.
need a close-up.
There you
I
go.
don't see any books.
Dude.
the connection's actually not bad.
Piano, keep it that way.
Now that I say it, it's bad.
You know,
The-
not that way.
Sideways.
Keep it that way. Then we get
Mine-
a wider. There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
There you go.
This way it's better for you all, but it's harder for me to hold it.
Why don't you
That's why I
prop
keep
the case.
it up on something? Like, why don't
He's
you prop it
dropped
up on a book or something? So it's up.
Yeah.
That's why you need one of these, dude. That's why you need one of these.
Yeah.
See?
Or slide it
Oh,
in
now
between
it's
two
a-
books or something.
Your
to
signal
angle
cuts
it.
in and out.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
like-
don't know.
I would. It's like
Oh, your signal.
I could just.
Yeah, slide in between two books and that would work.
Gracie,
yeah,
are
and
you not
sit
feeling
there.
well?
Yeah.
I have a little thing where I can.
At all.
Okay.
Gaffer tape it to the wall.
But I'm staying. I am staying.
Patty, I'm so sorry that I got that wrong. Your city, but
No worries.
that was wild that you have a personal connection to Josh Duhamel.
That's why I wanted to hop on. Just it's been years since I've seen him. Our friends had moved back east, so I know he had seen them,
he
but I
told me-
haven't seen him in a while.
That was so neat. He's such a nice
Oh,
guy.
did you mention
All
that,
of us.
Patty? You mentioned that?
All of
You
us.
bet.
Read it.
Oh yeah, he was talking
Sweet.
about.
You should have
Mm.
been there to interview.
Deanna's hanging out with us from his Nexus 7.
Nice.
Hey, Shaka, what's going on?
Shaka.
Hey guys,
Hey, Shaka. What up?
how it is, how it was, how it will be.
Hey, it's Mr.
Look
Clean.
at that. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Oh, I'm sorry. See, there I go again.
It's all right. I love you for it.
I keep forgetting about that, but yeah, you do. You are Mr. Clean right now.
I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be bald and wearing lavender, and I'm trying to bring the bald black guy sexy over here at Fox.
I like it.
Oh.
Well, things to aspire to.
Gotcha.
Being bald and wearing lavender, I quite like that.
Lavender
like
looks
it.
good.
Yeah,
This is
lavender's
my,
the new purple.
My homage to
You look
Don Johnson,
gorgeous.
and I just dated myself.
Did you realize that Lana was
Fun.
Boricua?
Last night,
Yes, as soon
I
as
wasn't
we
feeling good.
talked about it, you were gone, and I was like,
Stayed up until like 2 or 3.
well, I couldn't. I mean, I'm not going to say the chick that normally sits right there is.
That's what I say all the time.
Well, I didn't know until the end. Jimmy brought it up. I didn't know she was Boricua.
Yeah, but none of that's. But that's not.
Yeah, she's
important.
half Puerto Rican and half Italian.
She's half Puerto Rican, half Italian.
Nice.
What is that? Oh, the screen of the
That's the Lenovo.
Ladies and gentlemen, is the
The Lenovo.
Lenovo.
Windows 8 with the touchscreen.
Yoga 13.
Yes.
The yoga.
So what makes this especial
Very bad.
is the
Because
fact
it
that
does a downward dog.
it's actually a laptop. It's an ultrabook. So this isn't like a tablet that's kind of, skimpy on spec or
Is that your
speed or
computer?
power. This is a full ultrabook running a solid state drive. The keyboard swivels 360 degrees, so you can use it like a tablet.
tablet.
the keyboard
Oh,
deactivates once it's in
sweet.
tablet mode. And you can, because it's like this, you can open it up so you can use it like that and have it propped up to watch a movie, or have it on the table like this, where you're using the tablet like that. So it becomes its own stand. Pretty cool.
But will you easily hit the keys? Would you easily hit the keys and then change things?
It automatically disengages it.
Oh, well, smart.
Oh, that's cool.
It has
The
a
most
feature
important
built into it
question
called
is-
Lenovo Motion Control, which
Do you get to
allows
keep
you
that?
to.
No.
What's that?
No.
Do you get to keep it?
No.
Hey, Sean, I do have one
question is, could
You can
Maria
wave your
trap my
hand in
fingers
front of
in
the
it?
webcam, and it'll do things on the laptop. So
that's cool.
Have you tried to?
I really need to know what you think about the Windows 8 experience completely, because the computer that I'm replacing my iMac with is a Windows 8. Because the reason I'm on my Nexus 7 and not on this is because that computer is done. It's like I've just straight up gotten rid of it. It's like I've already ordered the.
I like it. It's totally, for me, I mean, Shaka, I don't know your experience, but I haven't played with it totally a whole lot, but I had it for a couple days. I don't mind it. I think there's definitely a learning curve. I think that it's completely a departure from what we know Windows to be. But it's get on it now, because that's going to be how it is.
I bought one Black Friday, so that's what I think of it.
It's easy.
Okay, all right. That's all I needed to know, brother.
Let me further qualify that statement. Bought it for my kids, so they could do their homework on.
Okay.
Would I buy one if my MacBook Pro was up right now? I felt it was aging. Would I replace my MacBook Pro with a Windows 8 laptop? I might. I actually might. Now, here's the thing. For me, I'll have to wait a little bit, because some of the apps I use are not yet in the Windows Store.
Yeah,
like Instagram.
very lacking. There is that.
But most of the apps that are like, I have a list of about 10 apps that if I switch to any device, I have to have on that device. And out of those apps, the majority of them are actually on there. I use an app called eWallet to store all my passwords. That's available on Windows 8. I use another app called Evernote, which is my brain, and that's available on Windows 8.
That's awesome.
And for me, really, eWallet and Evernote are kind of the cornerstones of everything I do. The only other app that's kind of the cornerstone of my daily living is Remember the Milk, and that is not yet available. It's a to-do manager, and that's not yet available on Windows 8. But I really like it, and I think younger people are going to adopt this, and they're going to have a much easier time with it, because they don't have as many preconceived notions about the way that they should be interacting with the computer. And
my dad's going to have a hard time with it. My dad's, I can already tell you that. He has been
that's why
forever.
Well, that's why I've said that when I do get an updated machine for Windows 8, it's going to have a touch screen. Without a touch screen, it's annoying.
My son's laptop is a non-touchscreen. It's a standard laptop, and it still honestly works just as fine. I got it for them because it was one of the doorbusters. I was actually in line for it, and I got a Samsung Core i3 with 500 gigabytes hard drive. I think 4 to 6 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, we
webcam,
talked
the
about
whole thing
that a couple of days ago. Yeah.
$54.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of days ago. Yeah.
What's the performance like on that Lenovo you've got, the Yoga?
It's beautiful. It to me, it's fast.
I thought you meant just in general.
No, it's not sluggish. When you swipe, it moves to the menus just fine. It's great. Go ahead.
Because that's actually the one I wanted to get, but I'm going to wait till the price comes down.
Wait, let me show you another one. After I answer Jimmy's question, I'll show you another one before you decide on that.
Big one? I
that's in.
I know.
You'll hook it up in there so you can. Oh, love it! That thing blazes.
Shaka had a 23-inch touchscreen monitor.
Oh, the all-in-one. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, you had a question?
Yeah, I have a 2006 MacBook Pro, one of the first ones with the Intel processor in it, and it's starting to not work so well. And I was going to upgrade to the new 15-inch with the Retina display MacBook Pro.
Right.
What is your opinion of that? Because it's got the solid-state drive in it and stuff. I mean, I love the way that operates. What is your opinion of that versus the Lenovo you have in your hand?
Oh, well, Mac, that's totally
It depends on your use case.
Yeah.
For me, I do
Totally
some
different.
editing. I do some graphic work, and I
Yeah.
really prefer Final Cut Pro over Adobe Premiere. If
I
you're
have
an
Final
Adobe Premiere Pro fan,
Yeah.
then you're fine. If
Okay.
you're a Final Cut Pro fan, then you're going to have to stay with Mac.
Yeah, it's just that I was trying to. I'd like a tablet, but I also would like to replace my laptop. But if the Lenovo's kind of both, you know what I mean? So
then
that's
you
what,
might want to invest in learning Adobe Premiere Pro.
yeah. Well, I work with that too. I work with Final Cut, Adobe Premiere. I work with all of those, so it wouldn't be too much of a bad transition. So.
Yeah, it's the Lenovo is a great laptop. It's solid state. So if you're working with video files, obviously you're going to have an external drive with you, because right now the biggest these go without voiding your warranty, in most cases, is 256 gigabytes. You can get more, but you're going to have to do it yourself or take it to a third party who can put more solid state RAM and solid state memory in there for you, and it's going to be more expensive.
And
And
it's
you
very
may void your
expensive.
When you use the Lenovo, though, Shaka, I found that when I did use the trackpad, I felt that the response on it wasn't as quick or as I don't know what's the word I'm looking for.
It wasn't as responsive.
It wasn't
as
as
you wanted.
responsive as I wanted it to be. So that's my complaint on the touchpad on the Lenovo.
I noticed that out there when I was doing the demo, but I thought
Did
that
you?
maybe I just needed to restart it. Because
No.
one thing with these Windows 8 laptops, there are some, it's the first version, so there's some bugs every now and then. It's not bad because they've been beta testing, Windows 8 for like a year or so. So they did work out a lot of the bugs. The other laptop I have is the Sony Vaio Duo 11. Looks like a tablet. But this is actually another ultra portable. The difference between the Lenovo and this one is
The one that bite
Oh, nice.
Maria, right? That bite her.
It bit you.
I'm
Is
really,
that the one that
really
you can
picky.
switch out?
no, you cannot switch
No.
out the keyboard. This
No.
is fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm
It also
very
comes
picky
with a
about
pen
the laptop
digitizer.
tablet. I'm very picky.
So what do you think of that one?
That's pretty sweet.
Shaka?
Maria doesn't like it. I think of the ones of the Windows 8 Ultra books I've tested so far, this is my favorite for design. The keyboard, the keys, the little chiclet keys are a little small for me personally. This wouldn't be a machine that I'd be writing books and screenplays on, unless I was using an external keyboard like the Apple's wireless keyboard. Because again, the keyboard is just a little cramped for my personal tastes. But in terms of if I really just wanted an ultrabook to have to watch movies on, to stream things, to do some light typing, sending, receiving, responding to email, productivity work, one sheets, updating forms or something like that, then I'd be fine with this keyboard. But again, I couldn't do any marathon typing sessions on this.
Well, I'm just wondering how good the touch screen on these laptops is, especially when it comes to doing photo manipulation and Photoshop and things like that.
Oh, now that I have not run through yet, and I don't know that, and I don't think I'm going to say this because I'm not sure that there's a Photoshop version out for Windows 8 that takes advantage of touch like there is for the iPad. So I don't know that that's yet available, but it is.
I like the touch screen on this one and the Yoga. I like them.
Nice.
Well, I mean, they're very responsive. And again, this one comes with a pen with multiple tips. So with this one, with this product, because it does have a pen input, you can do
very good.
Some very serious, very heavy graphic design work with this laptop.
Okay. If it supports pen input, then yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah, the pen input has different tips. So you've got a felt tip, a pen tip.
Isn't there a brush tip?
Four tips available for the digitizer on this puppy.
Yeah, there's like a brush tip for it too, isn't it? Like a paintbrush tip or something?
Yeah, there is some sort of brush tip. I don't have all of them. I just have the digitizer and two of the tips. I have the felt tip, I believe. So again, if you're doing some graphic work, some not editing, but Photoshop work, you put the full version of Photoshop on this, and you do have a full touch-based, pen input-based tablet. So for some people who do graphic design work, that may actually be a compelling proposition.
Awesome.
Yeah, I use a Wacom digitizing pad now with my computer, so it's the same.
Oh, okay.
It's the same kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is
mean,
a pressure-sensitive pin for this. It's not a capacitive pin. It is an actual pressure-sensitive pin, similar to what you get on the Wacom tablet.
Right.
Cool.
Or the Galaxy
Now
Note.
you lost me.
I mean, I use a Wacom Bamboo Pen and
God,
Touch for mine, but yeah, I would much prefer to use something like that. So I think that one might be the one that I go for.
Yeah, this the Sony Vaio Duo 11 is an 11.6 inch. Because it's Sony, it might be pricier than some, but it's actually not bad. It starts at I think it was $999 all the way up to $1,400.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's still less than a MacBook Pro, Retina. I mean, we're talking 24 for a 15-inch Retina,
Yes.
And honestly, these are all IPS displays. One of these is full HD.
Bye, guys. Have a great
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you.
Be careful out there.
They're all actually all the laptops and desktops I demoed today were all IPS displays.
Nice.
Some of them are like 1600 by 900, which is 720p HD, and then some of them were actually 1080 or bigger, more than 1920 by 1280, so they were full HD. So honestly, these are really good products, and I'm going to tell you something. My biggest thing with Microsoft right now is they get it. They really do. They're finally saying, you know what? Okay, Apple's been, and this is all relative because I hate to say Apple's been smashing them, because even on Apple's best day, they can't beat the market saturation that Microsoft has.
Right.
Microsoft can't beat their market cap, but that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
But Microsoft has finally gotten smart and said, okay, we actually have to compete with user experience, with innovation, and they're doing very boldly what Apple is doing incrementally. And that's Apple is slowly bringing in iOS and OS X and melding them together, whereas Microsoft said, you know what, forget that incremental approach. Let's just blast the public with it and say, get used to it. And that's essentially what they've done.
Well, they opened up a Microsoft store at Century City, right around the corner from the Apple store. As a matter of fact, out of all of the Microsoft stores that are up, I think there's only like 2 or 3 that are not in the same mall as an Apple store, and they all open up around the same time for Christmas season. So they're really trying to jump in with the marketing and try to get their hand in it. So
well, and you can't walk by that Microsoft store in Century City on the weekend without having 2 or 3 employees standing out front with a Surface tablet and saying, "Hey, have you seen our new Surface tablet? Handle the merchandise."
Oh yeah.
And when you walk into that store, when I've been in there a couple times on the weekend, there's almost a 1-for-1 ratio between customers and employees standing where the Surface tablet.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
It's the way you have to do business in the Apple era of computer stores.
You have to go to your customer.
Yeah, you can't. When I walked in the Sony store in that same mall, there were 2 people standing in there, 2 employees, and I couldn't figure out at first how to pop this Duo 11 screen up so that it revealed the keyboard. And I looked at them, and they kind of looked at me, and they continued on their conversation.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had to, because one of them turned around and had walked in another direction. They saw me because I was there with my family. I was there with 4 other people, all standing around the laptops at the front of their store. They were toward the back of their store. Here's a hint, Sony. With Microsoft and Apple doing what they're doing, your employees cannot stand at the back of the store unless they're helping somebody.
Yeah,
they should be right there at the front, greeting everybody.
Yeah, they were like that at the Beverly Center. I went to the Sony store in the Beverly Center, and I walked around the whole place before someone even said hi to me. And now I have a question. I missed part of your segment on the actual show. Did you show that 20-inch tablet laptop thing that came out, that big one?
Yeah. It's a 23-inch touchscreen all-in-one computer. It's essentially like an iMac, running Windows 8 but with touchscreen.
No, but I saw one that's actually like a tablet. It's called like the family tablet or something like that, and it's like 20 inches, like a 20-inch tablet.
No, I don't have that. I don't even think I've seen that yet.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like it's designed to be sort of like a computer, like the all-in-one, but you can carry it around and actually use it like a tablet. But it's like 20 inches.
Wow.
Dang,
That's
that sounds like a
a
heavy, big computer.
Yeah, that sounds like it should have the 10 Commandments written on it.
or at least the Mormonism Bible or whatever,
some gold plates or something. That's big. That's a beast. You can show an IMAX movie on a tablet like that.
Oh yeah, seriously, yeah.
Dang.
But that might be pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't want a 20-inch tablet, but I'm sure there are some absolutely awesome use cases for some people for a tablet that massive.
Well, I've seen 18-inch and 20-inch laptops, and they're ridiculously huge.
My MacBook Pro is a 17-inch, and that's the only other reason I'd look at one of these Ultrabooks is I'm getting tired of carrying around a 17-inch MacBook Pro.
Yeah, mine's 17. Yeah, mine's a 17 as well. So that's why when I was going to go to the new MacBook Pro, I'm kind of glad that it's 15 inches with the Retina display because you still get the resolution, but you get a smaller form factor.
Right.
That Sony's got GPS built in.
Oh no, this Sony's a beast.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, GPS built into your laptop. That's kind of cool.
It has all the bells and whistles of a tablet.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the site at the moment.
And that's a great thing because it's an Ultrabook. You're not going to sacrifice performance. And they have an i7 version, if I remember correctly.
In the UK, the only version is the i7 version.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, you can go down to.
Probably i5 at the most.
Yeah, you can go down to i3 if you want to.
Because I only saw two on their on a cursory look at their website. So they're actually pushing those two, and so I saw the i7 and the i5.
Yeah, Shaka, let me know if you ever need an assistant since I'm also in LA and we're both Bajan.
That's right. That's right. I am not that awesome yet, but if I ever do graduate, if I grow up.
He said if he grows up.
If I grow up.
You're not allowed to grow up, Shaka. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I want to stay a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah. So yeah, it's some good stuff. Logitech has a new trackpad, like the Apple wireless trackpad, a standalone trackpad.
I like their trackpad.
If you have a Windows 8 device that is the standard Windows 8 non-touch, you can pick up one of those trackpads and still get all your gesture-based interactivity on. So,
I love the Apple trackpad, that separate trackpad they sell. I love that thing.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start bringing a camera with me on set though, because I keep meaning to do like an Instagram picture, like, hey, I'm about to go on the air, and I'm just so wrapped up in playing with the things and setting everything up and making sure it's perfect before I go on the air that I just
don't. You have your Note 2 with you?
I always have it with me, but I'd never bring them on the set because I'm afraid that I'll forget to turn it off or something, and it'll ring right in the middle of my. So I always leave my cell phones at my desk.
Vibrate.
See, I'm afraid that I'll have an alarm on, and the alarm will go off, and I have all my alarms set to go off no matter if the phone's on silent or vibrate.
Yeah,
I'm just too squeamish. I'm like, okay, I can't have. That would just be so embarrassing to have.
Do you use Have you heard of Volume Control Pro?
The Android app?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used it. I've been using one called Profiles.
Now, Volume Control Pro, you can set the alarm volume and everything to 0, and there's a profile changer widget on the main screen that shows an image associated with a profile. So if you set the image chosen to be a TV, you can set that with the alarm and everything down to 0.
But now with
and you just touch it, and you can see which profile is selected at all times.
But now with Jelly Bean, which also gives you a profile switcher, do you find that you use that less?
No, I still use it because it gives me more control than Jelly Bean does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that one out.
Okay. Hello,
Maria.
This right here. All that. This is Maria Sansone. Have you chatted with her?
No, not in a while.
This is Maria Sansone. She's the other anchor you see out there.
Hi.
They watch online. This gentleman's in the UK.
Hello.
This gentleman here is in LA.
Cool.
This young lady here is, where are you at, St. Louis? Or you moved, right?
KC.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
And then Patty, I'm sorry, I do not remember where you're at, so you're gonna have to.
I'm in Reno.
Reno, the biggest little city.
Ooh, I'm from Las Vegas.
Vegas in the house.
Vegas in the house.
Bye, guys. I'll go let you get back to work.
Yeah, ready. Yeah. So that's all the stuff.
Shaka?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Lumia 920, so we'll be talking about that as well.
Shaka, sometimes I have to wonder, how is it you stay married? Considering where you work and the people around you, how is it you stay married, dude?
Because I learned some very good lessons in my high school years dealing with beauty and women. So,
and it's called love.
A wise man.
It's love.
Well, and you know, and it's love, but not how probably most people define love. I see love more as duty than emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's totally emotion, and all those things are wrapped up in it. But to me, love is well, I can sum it up in my favorite saying: "Love is not a feeling; it's a doing."
Yeah.
And
didn't you grow up around a lot of sisters?
I have one younger sister.
Oh, okay.
But you know, also, you know, I've grown up. My dad is an editor. My family, I've been around entertainment all my life, and you know, there's plenty of vulgar sayings I could use that could describe, you know, beauty is beauty, but you know, there's got to be, you know, there has to be a whole lot deeper. There has to be a whole lot more there than just, you know.
Yeah.
So
I hear you on that.
Yeah, and fortunately, there's not to say anything about anybody here, because you know there are absolutely some intelligent, awesome gals here, but
yes.
You know, the gal I married and committed to 17 years ago Tuesday, this coming Tuesday.
Congratulations!
Happy anniversary, dude!
Same here. Happy anniversary.
Yep. So 17 years and still going strong, and she still puts up with me because I'm not an easy guy to put up with. I'm kind of, somebody used to call me an idiot savant. Somebody who loves me very much. So
we haven't noticed anything on.
Idiot savant.
Yeah, we haven't noticed any of that over here. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'll tell you why. Because I'm one of those people where you and I can sit and have a discussion about redshift theory, string theory, you know, protein ion pump and neurons.
Mm-hmm.
But ask me something really simple, or ask me to remember something really simple, and it probably ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm exactly like that. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I remember when I was when we had our first child, my wife got so mad at me, and I just wasn't thinking. I was making my baby's bottles. And you're supposed to have a very specific mix of water to formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was just this common sense thing I wasn't doing where it just disconnected. And I would put the dry powder in the bottle first before adding the amount of water and figuring that the amount of water. So my baby, my daughter was like constipated and having trouble, you know, passing material. And my wife was like, we were trying to figure out why she was constipated. And then one day my wife saw me making a bottle and she almost kicked my behind. And she's like,
it's your fault.
She was like, you can write and learn Japanese, but you couldn't just mix a simple freaking bottle. What is your problem?
Well, how old were you? Were you 12 when you got married? I mean, 17 years ago. I mean, how old could you possibly be? You don't look that old.
I was 20. Yeah, 20.
Okay, right on.
Yeah,
I got married when I got married. I was 26.
Which that's the age I advise most men to get married at. Getting married
25 or 26, yeah.
The ideal age.
Yeah.
It is very difficult.
I actually think I got married a little early. I should have waited till I was 30.
Yeah, you know, I think you have to have time to mature and really hone in on who you are and what matters to you and what you want out of life, out of a spouse. You know, you really, and you don't know that at 20.
Well, I got married
That's
at
one of the
35.
things. The marriage only lasted 10 years. So, I mean, I say only 10 years. 10 years isn't too bad, but yeah, it
No, not bad
lasted
at all.
10 years. So, yeah.
Well, I got married at 35. And my wife and I'll be married 10 years in February, and she's right here, and you know, and she puts up with all my stuff. I'm a radio control, car, train, boat, airplane, motorcycle fanatic, and she puts up with all my crap and my garbage and all my female and male friends, you know. But you're right.
I'm just a regular geek. I have many shiny toys.
But you know, the interesting thing is, I sat with a married couple once who'd been married for like 50 years. My wife and I were on a train, and it was dinner. And you know, sometimes they'll sit you with another couple or another group of people on a train in the dining car, and they just happened to sit us with this elderly couple, and we just had the most wonderful conversation with them. And we asked them, okay, so you've been married 50 some odd years. What's the secret? How do you stay married? And one of the first things they told me, which I thought was fascinating, is it takes at least 10 years to make a good marriage. I was like, I don't remember how long I'd been married up to that point, but I was like, 10 years? just to get to the good part? But, you know, after being married for going on 17, I can definitely see where the logic is in that. Because when you have two people who are complete individuals with differing tastes, and honestly, my wife and I couldn't be more different, that's been one of the hardest parts of our relationship, is the fact that we come from very different social backgrounds, cultural backgrounds. I mean, we're both African American, but we just have very different life experiences, and it's been rough, and it takes a concerted effort to say, you know what, these things which could separate us and split us apart, you know, will work out or overcome.
Yeah,
ain't easy.
Yeah, my wife and I, it's kind of the same thing. She grew up in a house in the suburbs of New Jersey. I grew up in an apartment, you know, in New York. I'm an only child. She has 3 sisters, you know, and two sisters, and we just, you know, but we work together. We're together pretty much 24 hours a day, and it works for us. Because we mesh together like we're cogs in a wheel that actually mesh together. You know?
And that's been our experience. Is I'm kind of the uber nerd in my home.
Same
and
here.
My wife is the one with all the common sense.
Same here.
Yeah. So that works out very well for us. So she, you know, does the bills while I help all the kids with their homework.
Yeah.
And you know, that definitely works for our situation. Oh, and interestingly enough, you said how much we're like. My wife is also from New Jersey.
Oh, right on. What part?
Parthamboy.
Yeah, my wife. She's from Orange. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been great, and you know, even in our business, she's the interior designer. I can tell you we own an interior design from a furniture dealership, and so if you need a deal on some furniture, let me know.
No.
But she does all the interior design stuff, all of the really like artsy, heady type stuff, and I take those ideas and make 3D renderings, realistic for the client. I do all the photography. I've been a photographer for 20 years, so I do all the photography for it.
Oh, wow.
You know, and so we work together, but we have our own parts that we put in for the business, and and like I said, it works. And we don't get on each other's nerves. We love each other, and we're friends enough that over a 24-hour period that we're together, we don't get on each other's nerves during that. I mean, we have our little tips and our arguments, but we don't really like I don't have to be like, I have to get away from you type thing, you know.
Right. Well, I'm not with my wife 24 hours, and I definitely get on her nerves, and she definitely has to get away from me. So she's like, you know, I need some quiet time. Just need some quiet time. I'm like, you go ahead, sweetheart. You go get some quiet time.
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who definitely needs that quiet time. Definitely needs to. I need to be alone for a bit. Leave me alone.
Yeah, see, now my wife, I'm not that way. I don't really need like for me, quiet time. When I come home, I used to work the night side, and so I'd get home and everybody'd be asleep, and that for me was perfectly fine. That was enough quiet time for me. from the time I got home to the time I went to bed.
Yeah.
But she actually needs like actual structured, quiet time away, even if it's out on our balcony with the door shut and just reading and just being out there breathing. That's what she. So, that's the tough thing sometimes is respecting those differences in each other and allowing each other to have their quirks.
Yeah.
I am certainly quirky.
Well, the hard thing with me is that, like I said, I love doing radio control stuff. I race radio control motorcycles, I race radio control cars, I fly planes, but those are kind of solitary things that I do with my friends. But It's just that I love being around my wife so much that I can't mesh the two, squeezing her up all the time, and then going out and racing my RC cars. It's kind of hard to mesh the two. And I've been trying to work on that because I do love doing what I do. But when I'm away from her, I'm like, dang, I wish she could be with me, So it's still, after 10 years, it's still, the love is still there enough that I find that kind of thing hard, but we work it out,
That's definitely
awesome.
It's my phone. It's my phone.
Fix your phone. You have a.
That's all. I'm just joking around.
You have a geek right there. Fix her phone. Fix her phone.
Dude, what are you doing? Fix the phone.
Yeah, get off the Hangout and go fix her phone.
So, Shaka, have you been ingressing?
Oh man, the Enlightenment is smacking our behinds in my area of the city.
Oh, I just got some support from a couple of guys in surrounding cities, and we're taking them out.
Oh yeah, this weekend I'm going up to a couple of strategic places that are kind of up in the mountains that have some portals, unclaimed portals, and I'm going to capture those portals and link them to these other parts in cities that are about 20 minutes away. So I'm trying to cover a huge swath of Los Angeles metro. So
I wish they had that for iOS, man, because my wife's got a Android phone, but I have an iPhone 5, and I just wish they'd come up with that with iOS because the game sounds so interesting.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Brilliant. It is brilliant. There was just an update recently, by the way.
I downloaded and installed it, but I haven't seen a huge difference.
It's supposed to. It's more in terms of smoothness and performance enhancements.
That's kind of what I figured.
Memory hog before. It's a really bad memory hog.
Okay.
Yeah. But
all right, guys. Well, I gotta get on and get all this stuff put up and.
All right.
Okay, dude.
Let's figure out some shipping next week. I gotta get it all shipped back. That's the only thing I hate about reviewing products is shipping everything back, and not because I don't want to give it back. Like, I want to, just because I don't feel like taking the time to rebox everything and repackage it all and put the labels on it and take it up. I have serious first world problems, but yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, it's the same here. I write for an RC car magazine sometimes, and sometimes we got to ship stuff back. Sometimes you get to keep it, but you're right. There's a lot going on with that too. But I know you have to go. But it was great having this 1-on-3 time with you because to pick your brain and actually have like a little bit of quiet time with us. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that's all. I wish I could do it more. So.
And Jersey girls rule.
in my house, I can say that is definitely true.
Why don't you come on camera and say it?
Because I'm horizontal.
Okay, well, you go ahead and remain.
Yeah, no, she wants to come up next week when Michael C. Hall comes up. She loves Dexter, so.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That'll be fun.
So we'll
see you then.
You'll see her.
All right.
Alrighty, guys. You guys have a great weekend.
Take care, man.
Next week.
All right, take care.
Bye now.